Om Shanti. Good morning. Shall I ask you to put a bit more light on just the top one, please? Like that. Thank you. So, Om Shanti to all on Zoom. Is the sound okay, Brother Avinav?
Om Shanti, Ben. I think it's a little bit soft. I don't know if it's on my side. I just want to double check quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Can you just...
Shall we try again? How does that sound now?
Much better, much better.
Okay, good, good.
Thank you.
All right. So, as always, we have an interesting Murli from Baba. And Baba is talking about, first of all, it's New Year. So he's talking about celebration and reminding us that we don't just celebrate for one day. But then Baba is going into the subject of what I think is very subtle karma. The title is "The Way to Attain Success is to Use Everything in a Worthwhile Way." And that success is also, we can say, pure karma. So when we use everything in a worthwhile way, then automatically there's accumulation for the soul. Accumulation and therefore success. And Baba talks about using time in a worthwhile way, breath in a worthwhile way, powers and virtues. So these are all subtle things. We can see the gross form of it. We could say when we talk about using time in a worthwhile way, that we shouldn't waste our time in useless matters. So we can say that. But how do we actually use time in a worthwhile way? And not just don't waste time, not just don't waste your breath. But I was thinking about the analogy that Baba often uses in the Sakar Murli. He talks about when a father is building a new home, all the attention is transferred from the old home to the new home. Nobody has to say, oh, stop worrying about the old home. Automatically, everyone is focused on the new home, preparations, the excitement, the interest. It's all there and it's all focused forward. They may not even be in the new home, but all the focus is forward. And so for us, what is that focus? Baba says, forget the old world. But still, we're very preoccupied with the old world, aren't we? And Baba reminded us, I think, in the week that everything for namesake. So yes, we have to do certain things. We have to earn for the livelihood of our bodies. We have to take care of our families. There's so many things we have to do. But am I investing there? Or am I investing in the future? So for namesake means I do it, but my passion, my interest, my attention is not there. It's on the new home. And so when it's for the future, then it's like everything. It's all our subtle energies, our attitude, our vision, everything is ahead for the future, which means the new world, actually. And then automatically, all our resources, our subtle resources, are going to be used in a worthwhile way. So Baba tempts us by telling us that we will have success. But actually, Baba needs this because this collective consciousness that we've been talking about needs to be brought to that future world. And, the souls out there, they're not going to do it. They are very preoccupied with trying to get things sorted in the old world to make their lives comfortable, secure. They can't look at the future and say, no, don't have to worry about the present. Just focus on the future. They can't do that. So Baba needs our, the whole vibration, atmosphere of the soul is for the future. And then it creates an atmosphere in the present, which then helps others to be more detached. And they struggle to be detached. If they're going through sorrow, they're going through loss of some kind, they really struggle. Yesterday morning, I was invited to a presentation by a psychologist to help people who have lost someone to suicide or are thinking about suicide. And it was very interesting, to just hear from the perspective of a psychologist what is actually needed for souls who are going through depression or have lost someone. And all the reasons are that this old world is actually empty. But still, they try to pull something from the old world. And when it doesn't come, there's just that void, that emptiness. And so, for us, Baba has taken us into a completely new reality. And I have to check myself to what extent I'm in that new reality. Or, to what percentage am I still stuck in the old? And whatever negative emotions, feelings, attitudes that we may still be carrying are only there because we still attach somewhere to the old world. And so that will definitely trigger in us some challenges. Yesterday or Friday, we were talking about obstacles. Obstacles come in the form of anything that is not aligned with the confluence age. Confluence age is about enthusiasm, joy, love, peace. So anything that's not aligned with that is coming from the old house that is going to be demolished, If you know something's going to be demolished, what's the point? Why are we still? So yes, definitely we have to do what we have to do. But let our power, our energy, our love, let it be for that subtle, for the soul, for the souls of the world, and for the future. Because everyone will need help to go home. Everyone. There will be some attachment, some struggle to go home. But if we are already consciously there, it's going to help everyone. That powerful vision and attitude, that we are already free. The world wants to be free. We are already free. So let's listen to Baba's Murli. Today is the 27th of November. So we're almost in the last month of the year. And the original date was the 31st of December, 1992. So the last Murli of 92. And the title, The Way to Attain Success, is to use everything in a worthwhile way. Today, the Father, the Creator, who bestows a new life, is seeing his children who are creating a new life. So the first line of the Murli says it all. We are creating a new life. This new life, that is, this elevated Brahman life, is for creating a new age. Not just like bhakti, we actually have a very clear aim that Baba has given us, a new age. The new life of every Brahmin soul is created for bringing about the new age in which everything will be the newest of all. Even matter will be Sato Pradhan. That is, it will be new. People of the world celebrate the new year and they give New Year greetings and they even give gifts as a token for the new year. However, the Father and you give greetings for the new age. You give all souls the good news that the new age, that is the golden world, the age of truth, heaven, is about to come. This is the service you do, is it not? This is the good news that you give everyone, and you give a golden gift for the new age. So not just greetings, but also a gift. What gift do you give? You give the fortune of the kingdom of the world for birth after birth, for many births. So, what is Baba talking about? Because not all souls are going to go to the golden age, right? So what is this fortune? So the fortune of the kingdom of the world for birth after birth. Baba is referring to service. Every single soul that recognizes Baba gets a fortune for birth after birth. And that's why that last subject of service is very important for us. All other gifts are included in this golden gift. No matter how great or how beautiful a gift that people give in this world may be, what can they give? Even if someone gives a crown or a throne of today, what is that compared to your Sato Pradhan golden gift? Is it anything big? However, the Father, the creator of new life, has given all of you an invaluable, imperishable gift. Each of you has claimed a right to it. Have you not? Have you claimed a right to your fortune? Yes. What do Brahman souls say with the sparkle of intoxication of their unbreakable faith? So that's Nischay. That the fortune of the kingdom of the world is their birthright. Do you have this much sparkle of intoxication? Or does it sometimes decrease and sometimes increase? You have this nischay and it is fixed. No one can prevent the destiny of you claiming this right. No one can prevent the destiny of you claiming this right. This destiny is fixed for souls whose intellects have nischay. Is this fixed, in brackets, nischit? Or do you have some worries, chinta? I don't know whether I will receive it or not. Do you ever have the thought, I don't know whether, ... If you are a Brahmin, it is fixed. Brahmins will become angels and angels will become deities. So you have this strong nischay, do you not? Or is there some slight fluctuation? Is it unshakable and immovable? Baba is very clever. He makes us really check. The Father has given you such a golden gift. So what will you do with it? You will give it to others. If a gift is for a temporary period, when that temporary period finishes, even the gift finishes. But this imperishable gift will remain with you for every birth. There's no other gift that we can say will remain with you for every birth. The true celebration is the celebration of the new age. But every day in this confluence age is for celebrating. Every day is a day for staying in pleasure. Every day is for swinging in the swings of happiness, for dancing in the happiness, and for singing imperishable songs. This is why you celebrate every day of your Brahmin life. For Brahmins, every day is a festival for increasing your zeal and enthusiasm. This is why, as a memorial of this, people celebrate many festivals in Bharat. I don't think there's any place with as many festivals. It is well known that every day of the year in Bharat is for celebrating. There aren't as many festivals anywhere else as there are in Bharat. And so this is a memorial of you Brahmins celebrating every day. This is why you are also celebrating New Year's Day. You have come to celebrate New Year's Day. So, will you celebrate for just one day? Will your celebration finish as soon as the first finishes? The new life of you elevated souls, that is, the elevated star sign of Brahman life, is of celebrating every day. It is to have a festival every day. it is written in your horoscope that every day constantly has to be the most elevated of all. The elevated star sign of you Brahman souls is that of a constantly flying stage. It isn't that 2 of your days will be very good and that after the 2 days there will be a difference, that Tuesday will be good, Thursday will be better, and that you will have obstacles on Friday. Is yours is your star sign like that? So, you know, those who like to read the star signs, yeah, there's always some fluctuation, you know. Oh, don't make new plans this week. So Baba often says, you know, that when we become Brahmins, our horoscope changes. Yeah. Whatever is happening is good, and whatever is to happen will be even better. This is a mindset that if we are truly at the confluence age, this will be natural. We will not see anything as bad. Everything will be beneficial. This is called the star sign of the flying stage of Brahmins. The star sign of a Brahmin life is changed because it is a new birth. So every birth has its own star sign. So this year, look at your elevated star sign every day and then put it into the practical. According to the world, it is New Year's Day, and according to you Brahmins, you are especially celebrating the Avyakt year. So 1993 was the Avyakt year. So you are beginning the new year, that is the Avyakt year. Constantly remember the special slogan for this new year, that is this Avyakt year. The special way to attain constant success is to use every second, every breath, and every treasure in a worthwhile way. So that's the slogan. So we can also take that slogan. To use everything in a worthwhile way is the basis of attaining success. No matter what type of success you wish to attain, whether in your thoughts, words, deeds, connections, or relationships, if you want to experience every type of success, then continue to use everything in a worthwhile way. Do not let anything be wasted. Use it in a worthwhile way for yourself and for other souls, and you will automatically continue to experience the happiness of success. You know, last week we were talking about the laws, you know, and Baba is talking about a law here, that if you're accurate in everything, you have to experience success. It's an absolute guarantee. This is because to use everything in a worthwhile way means to attain success for the present and to accumulate for the future. The result of you using time in a worthwhile way in this birth is that you will claim a right to your fortune of the kingdom for the full time of the kingdom. So right from the beginning of the golden age. When you use every breath in a worthwhile way, what do you think the result of that is? Yeah. Well done. So the result of that is that you will remain healthy for many births. Your breathing will not stop while you are moving along. You will not have heart failure. For one, you claim a right to 1,000-fold success. In the same way, you must continue to use all your treasures in a worthwhile way. In that too, you must use the special treasure of knowledge in a worthwhile way. Knowledge means understanding. As a result of doing that, you will become so sensible that you will not need to take advice from the many advisors in the future. See, beautiful. We see how the law works. You yourself become sensible and rule your kingdoms. The second treasure is the treasure of all powers. The more you use the treasure of powers, that is, the more you use them in a worthwhile way, you will accordingly not lack any power in your future kingdoms. I think of all the powers and how even this power of ruling, it encompasses so many powers. It's not just the power of ruling. It's the way we interact with people, how we serve others. All of that is included in ruling. All the powers automatically give you the experience of success in every task you perform, of being free from obstacles, unshakable, and constant. So not just in the future, but we are in a world where there are constant triggers for us. But can we now remain obstacle-free? That means we're not affected or influenced by things, and remain unshakable and immovable, unshakable and constant. Not a single power would be lacking. You will have both the authorities of Dharma, translated as religion, and ruling at the same time. So our inner Dharma and ruling. The third treasure is the treasure of all virtues. As a result of this, you will become embodiments of virtues in such a way that even today, in the final time, your non-living images are praised as the deities who are full of all virtues. In the same way, churn the result of the success of using every treasure in a worthwhile way. So Baba is giving us homework. Churn the result of the success of using every treasure in a worthwhile way. Do you understand? Samja? Have a heart-to-heart conversation about this among yourselves. So, in this Avyakt year, use everything in a worthwhile way and continue to experience success. So, on Thursday when we have class, this is what we're going to churn. how using everything in a worthwhile way, what success it actually brings. You are especially celebrating this Avyakt year out of love for Father Brahma. The sign of love is that whatever the one you love loves, that would also be loved by the one who has love. So, what did Brahma Baba especially love? What did he love? Think a bit more. Yes, the Murli. Yeah. He had love for the Murli. He had the greatest love for the Murli. And this is why he became Murli Dar, one who plays the flute. This is why he also becomes the Murli Dar in the future. So literally, Krishna in the future. He had love for the Murli, and so in the future they show a symbol of the Murli, that is the flute, with the form of Sri Krishna. So the sign of love is to have love for everything that the Father had love for. Do not just be those who say, Brahma Baba was very lovely and lovable. But what is the sign of that? Let your love for everything that Baba had love for be constantly visible. So that takes some churning as well. What did he have love for? He was very accurate in everything. This is known as having love for Brahma Baba. Otherwise, it would be said that you are those who have number-wise love. It would not be said those who have number one love, but those who have number-wise love. The aim of this Avyakt year is to show the sign of love for the Father in a practical way. This is celebrating. In other words, you call this becoming Bap Saman, equal to the Father. Whatever actions you perform, specially underline that before performing any action, before uttering any words, before having any thoughts, check whether they are like Brahma Baba's. Nice checking, huh? Do you have this sign of love? In that case, put that thought into practice. Say those words with your lips and perform those actions with your physical organs. First of all, check and then do it in a practical way. Let it not be, I didn't think of that, but it just happened. No. The particular speciality of Father Brahma is that he did whatever he thought. He did whatever he said. Because this is new knowledge, he had so much opposition. So it's not that it was easy for him to be like that. He had so much opposition. However, by having the awareness of his self-respect, by having the power of the Father's company, and with the weapons of determination and nischay, and with power, he remained constantly unshakable and immovable on the seat of his position. Shall I read it again? There's quite a few points there. However, by having the awareness of his self-respect, by having the power of the Father's company, with the weapons of determination and nischay, and with power, he remained constantly unshakable and immovable on the seat of his position. So, and that position was truth. He remained steadfast with that truth. So, when you are in your position, what can any opposition do? Opposition, Baba's using the English word, makes you strong in your position. It doesn't shake you, it makes you strong. The practical proof of your being victorious and service in all four directions being victorious is those who previously used to say that the people were those who create upheaval, damal, now say they show wonders, kamal. How did this happen? You finished the opposition by using your elevated position. So, is there still opposition to the Brahma Kumaris today? Very definitely. I don't recommend it, but it's there on the internet. Lots of opposition. And so we, a lot of opposition has finished. The opposition from those early days. Yeah. But still there is opposition. Yeah. So I'm just going to repeat what you said for those on Zoom. So Geraldine is asking, isn't it because some people come to the Brahma Kumaris and then they don't get their way, or they don't get what they want fulfilled? So yes, it's true. People will become critical for different reasons. Sometimes it's not they themselves, sometimes because they're attached to someone and they've come to the Brahma Kumaris. So there can be many reasons why, yeah, opposing the codes of conduct. Can be different reasons. But Baba is saying, no, if you stay on your elevated position, all of that in time will finish. So what will you do this year? Now we're almost at the end of the year. We can think about next year. Father Brahma, on the basis of nischay and on the basis of spiritual intoxication, became the knower of the fixed destiny and used everything in a worthwhile way in a second. So we all know Brahma Baba is the highest example of instant renunciation. He did not keep anything for himself, but used it all in a worthwhile way. The visible evidence of that was that even until his last day, he did physical service by writing letters and speaking elevated versions with his lips. So even matter cooperated with him. So he was able to continue serving until the last moment. Even on the last day, he used his time, thoughts, and body in a worthwhile way. So the sign of love is to use everything in a worthwhile way. To use everything in a worthwhile way means to use it in an elevated way. If you constantly have the aim of achieving success, anything wasteful will automatically finish. just as darkness is automatically finished by light. If you continue to think, dispel the darkness, time is wasted and effort is also wasted. So do not make such effort. Today I became angry. Today I became greedy. Today I listened to something wasteful. Today I said something wasteful. Today I did something wasteful. While thinking and making effort in that way, you will become disheartened. But by having the aim of using everything in a worthwhile way, all the wasteful will automatically finish. Isn't that beautiful? Baba gives us such an easy, positive way of attaining success. The aim of using everything in a worthwhile way is to bring about light. And so darkness is automatically dispelled. What do you have to do in this Avyakt year? Bab Dada will see whether you become those who have love in a number one way or number wise. Will all of you become number one? What will the double foreigners become? Will you become number one? It is very easy to say number one. If you have a firm aim, it's important. If you have a firm aim, you will definitely imbibe the qualifications. We have to check that we do have that firm aim. The aim draws the qualifications. Create a plan among yourselves. Think about this. Bab Dada is pleased. If everyone becomes number one, then he becomes very pleased. The first division is a long one. You can become that. Everyone is first in the first division. So congratulations for the new year in which all of you will become number one. It's already happened. If you win against the wasteful, you will become number one. If you do not win against the wasteful, you will not become number one. Even now, the account of wastefulness is not finished. For some, it is in their thoughts, and for some, it is in their words, and for some, it is in their relationships and connections. The account has not fully finished. That's wasteful, so we have to check. So what are the areas of checking? Thoughts, words, relationships, and connections. That is why it still emerges now and then. The aim will definitely make you reach your destination. The moment you tell wasteful things to stop, they should stop. When you have the power to stop, the stock of old accounts will finish. You should have that much power. You have godly success. Those who have occult powers show temporary miracles, but you, who have godly success, attain success by using the right method. What can godly success not attain? The moment you think stop, you put a stop to it. Do you have that much power? Or is it that even after you say stop, it takes 1 or 2 days, 1 hour or 10 hours to stop? Stop means stop. So you have to show the Father this sign. Do you understand? The success in service and revelation will increase according to the drama plan. According to the drama anyway. It is increasing now, is it not? Previously, you used to give invitations, but you are now receiving invitations. And so the revelation of success in service is taking place, is it not? You know, last week, Sister Shuna was sharing about this group from Vietnam, 82 Vietnamese. And, you know, considering how difficult it is for them to travel. And then Baba says, service is continuing according to the drama. Nothing can stop it. It has its own destination. And so we can have lockdown, we can, do all sorts of things. But these souls, they've never met Bap Dada. You know, even the daddies are not known to them. But they hear Baba's knowledge online and they recognize Baba. It just continues. You do not need to be given a stage or a degree, for this is the revelation of service. What is that degree compared to the degree received from God? In brackets, Udaipur University presented Dadiji with a doctorate degree. So that was the first time it happened. But since then, different universities have actually awarded doctorates to Brahmins. Not many, but they are there. This is also a means of revelation. So, service is being revealed through this means. You will definitely receive a ready-made stage. So yesterday, I wasn't invited to speak, but they asked if I would just be present. So interesting, huh? Because it was a sensitive subject and they weren't sure, you know, how the people, the audience would be. And so just a presence. You will definitely receive a ready-made stage. The day will come when the leaders of religion will invite you and make you the chief guests. Now, they have to keep their external formalities, but they internally feel that you pure souls should receive the seat. The political leaders even say that you make them into chief guests, but that it would be better if you became those. However, within the drama, their names are mentioned. Your task is accomplished. So there's a secret happening there. Just as revelation in service is taking place and the methods are changing, in the same way, all of you have to bring about the revelation of perfection and completion in yourselves. There's a need for this now, and you will then definitely become complete. The memorial in every cycle shows that your success is already guaranteed. What is the rosary of victory? You became victorious and you became embodiments of success. And this is why there is the memorial. So you cannot prevent this destiny. Such deepness, Jay, we should have, you know. This destiny cannot be prevented. No matter how much someone thinks that not so many are ready as yet, or that there are still complications as yet. There's no need to be afraid about this. There is the memorial of the guarantee of success every cycle. What will happen? How will it happen? There's no need for these questions. It has to happen. It is fixed, is it not? No one can shake the fixed destiny. If the boat and the boatman are strong, then storms become the means for making the boat move forward. The storms, tufan, become a gift, tofa. This is why there are byplots in between, and they too will continue. However, the unshakable destiny is fixed. Do you have this much nischay, conviction? Or do you sometimes become afraid when you see yourselves fluctuate? I don't know how it will happen. I don't know when it will happen. Are there these question marks? These storms will become a gift. So it's not that we won't go through things, but they will become a gift. Do you understand? This is called becoming victorious by your intellect having nischay. Simply follow the Father. Acha. To all the victorious souls whose intellects have unshakable nischay, to the souls who are embodiments of success by using every treasure in a worthwhile way, to those who easily follow Father Brahma at every step, to the powerful souls who maintain the awareness of their new life and the new age, to the special souls who reveal the signs of love for the Father. Congratulations, love, remembrance, and namaste for the elevated transformation and for the Avyakt year. Spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual Father. And lastly, Bapdada meeting the daddies. You are happy seeing the scenes of the drama, are you not? So something, I get the feeling something was happening. So Baba's checking that they are being happy. Wah, drama, wah. Wah, Baba, wah. This song continues eternally and everlastingly. The children reveal the Father, and the Father reveals the Shakti army. That was good service. There has to be a new form of doing service. Let the words Baba, Baba continue to emerge from everyone's lips, because he is the world Father. The word Baba, of course, emerges from the hearts and lips of Brahmin souls. But now let Baba emerge from the hearts and lips of all souls, for only then will there be completion. So meaning recognition. When you say Baba, recognition. Whether it emerges in the form of Oh Prabhu or Wah Baba, they definitely have to be introduced to the word Baba. So you have now experienced the way of doing service and of how much service one mic can do. The task of giving the message becomes accomplished. So you now have to prepare mics. This one was a sample. In brackets, it was the governor of Rajasthan, Dr. Channa Reddy. After all, Bharat claimed a number in preparing mics. So you have to prepare them in this way now. Abu prepared the mic of Rajasthan, not just Rajasthan. The arrow was shot from Abu. Acha? So I'm guessing it's maybe the first important political person that came to Madhuban. Blessing. May you be filled with all attainments and have the alokik happiness and intoxication of having God's love and of having godly rights. I'll repeat. May you be filled with all attainments and have the alokik happiness and intoxication of having God's love and of having godly rights. The children who are always combined with the Father and say with love, my Baba, receive godly rights. The unlimited bestower fills them with all attainments. They claim a right to all three worlds. They then sing the song, I have attained what I wanted to attain. Nothing more now remains to be attained. Do you feel that? That you have everything?
Everything's there's nothing that's
yeah. So even though sometimes we do, we might struggle a bit or have some waste, but anything that we need to finish that is available to us. They receive a guarantee card for 21 birds.
Sure.
You better carry that card. Yeah. Laminated, yes. Maintain this alokik happiness and intoxication of having found everything. Slogan. Do not let your spiritual endeavor be based on the facilities. Do not let your spiritual endeavor be based on the facilities. Do not let the facilities become an obstacle to your spiritual endeavor. So, anything that makes your life smooth, yeah. It can be having transport. It can be that there's, there's some sort of peace in the community. So while that's all happening, then I'm okay. But the minute things start to be challenging, and we're already experiencing it, when with load shedding, who's still having waste thoughts about load shedding?
The blessing. It's load shedding, I'd be so but when I'm fine, then I'm back up and now.
Yeah. So we should be, yeah, we adapt, we become detached, yeah. But, what about water?
Water shedding we have,
Yeah.
at one stage.
Coming up this week for 7 days.
For 7 days. Do you know that Tongaat hasn't had water for 6 months or something. I don't know if someone online can.
Yes, they haven't got water till date. They're hoping for the reservoir to be fixed by next year, January.
Oh, do you know that Ferrari hasn't had water for about 20 years? Oh, no.
Harare hasn't had water for 20 years. So for municipal water. So everybody has to make their own plan for water.
It started again recently, very recently, that we could get a bit of municipal water.
Yeah, that's a good example. We have to take care of ourselves. But the main thing we have to take care of is the condition of the intellect. That's the main place we have to take care of. Acha, so, we have to check. And we're talking about big things, but in your daily life, you're used to having certain things, and then you're okay. And when you're okay, then you serve because others see that you are peaceful and peaceful, happy, contented. That is service. Undisturbed. But we have to check. When do we get undisturbed? Or when do we get disturbed? Because then souls will see that and they'll say, oh, Raj Yoga doesn't work. It's true. Yeah. So we want souls to be able to look at us and say, I think I should do that. Yeah. Getting over our obstacles. Well,
sometimes we can only tell people say, oh, why don't I just do this? But nobody has ever gone through it and they want to tell you.
But today, Baba said, don't say, this darkness should finish, this darkness should finish. Which means don't stop and try and break every obstacle. You just keep your...
From the obstacle, you could come victorious.
Yeah. The obstacle makes you strong. Yeah. Acha. So, Brother Avinav, are you going to play a song for us? And then I'm not sure who's doing your Murli revision today. Who's doing it?
It'll be me. I'll be doing it. Yeah.
Good.
Okay,
And
I'll play a song now. Thank you.
That'll be lovely. Thank you.
Just
And our
movie.
very good wishes to Sister Prashana. We hope that she's home.
Yeah, she is. She's recuperating very well. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lots of love to her.
Thank you, Ben.
Shanti, everyone on Zoom.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I won't live the life others expect of me. I want to be proud of who I'm becoming. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. Step by step, I will make my own way. Even when others don't believe me, brick by brick, I will build my destiny. I can't wait to see who I've become. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. 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 I'm never giving up.